position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Florida Gators, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Michigan Wolverines. 48 Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Gators will kick it away first. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll start this drive going to the air. Quickly to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Third and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. Might be changing the route. On third down, he drops to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the right. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot, he's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. It's so nice to have a target like that.
They'll give it to the back. Breaks into the open. The 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Wolverines.
You're the better team. You're playing at home. That's the way you start a football game. Putting a drive together, getting 6 on the board, taking the lead. Nice start by this offense.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And man, did he find a way to close with that 48-yard run for 6. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Using his legs, it's Clark. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
The Gators have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Dropping back, it's Grant. Great protection, and down the middle it goes. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. The 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Florida!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Complete to start this drive. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
And it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on 3rd down that this running back's going to get it again. Got it on 1st, had a nice carry, got it on 2nd. Now he set him up in 3rd and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
The Wolverines come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. He'll go to the sneak. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Give to the back. Once again, finding nowhere to run against this defense. He's knocked down immediately.
Goodness gracious, if you blinked, you missed it. Horrible blocking up front. Defender gets in there so fast.
Did he line up in the backfield?
And the Wolverines now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. To the air on 2nd down. Zings it complete to the right. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
And running backs who can add to the passing game, they can be so dangerous because once they get the catch, they're operating in much more open space than they would be on a handoff. And it really also tests the linebacker's coverage ability and those DBs' tackling ability.
The Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Gets it out fast. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a 1st at the 29. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to adjust the pattern. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Quickly complete. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. They'll try to get outside. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
Once you start getting closer to the end zone, you start bringing in more big bodies, right? They're going to run the football more. The field shrinks. I can run different coverages, but really nice job saying, that's fine. You bring in the big bodies. I'm going to toss the ball in the perimeter for a nice positive gain.
The give on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
They'll move the tight end. Dropping back, it's Underwood. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan.
What an example of this quarterback just putting his offense on his back. Drop back, wanted to throw the ball downfield, nobody open, no problem. Extend the play, buy himself some time, and then take off with his legs to score that touchdown.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. Kennesaw State has the lead right now, but this crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 7 over Illinois. Implications galore inside CUSA, and we'll circle back should anything big happen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
And how nice nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. Looking downfield, it's Grant. It's complete to the right. There he goes. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Gonna run it. It's Clark. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That is a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. They're setting up the screen. At the 35, he's got room. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen.
Makes the grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Gators.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
He wants to change this route. A little too anxious to get started on the outside, and that's a false start. Offense gets set for second down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I love this guy because he brings a physicality to this Michigan offense. Bo Schembechler would have loved this guy. He would have loved to jog a few extra tight ends on the field, get the QB under center, student body right, and give this guy the football. He would have fit in perfectly with his running style. Man, he is hard to bring down.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Makes the catch. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. And the Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Showing the arm strength to the left. He's got it on the outside.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
The Wolverines didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Get as far as you can and then get down. Don't take that hit.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
The give to the lone running back. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolverines!
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left. We're going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw, it's Grant. Takes a hit as he fires. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got his man on the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Finds his man. It's Abrams. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Wants to go up top on first down. Under fire. A missed opportunity on that errant pass.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense. You're late in the first half. They're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Got his man. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. And here comes the offense on second down. DBs will try to keep everything in front. They've got the screen set up. Across the 45. Out across the 45. Out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. Dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Dropping back, it's Grant. Unloads to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden, on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And the Gators will punt it away on fourth down. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. A high kick trying to pin them deep. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one. That's going to wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Wolverines will kick it away to start the second half. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Sending the offense back to work. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think even if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. to the running back. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play. To the air, it's Grant. Here's the pressure. And they can't make the connection on third down.
And that's a picture-perfect start for this defense. To start the second half now, your team's got the lead. You get to stop right away, get the ball right back to your offense to try to expand this lead. Nice start to the second half.
Here's the return. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. So here comes the Michigan offense. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. Looking to throw on first down. Dumps it off in the flats. Off to the races to the right. He's at the tech, and he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Michigan!
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Conference USA action right now, fellas. Wait till you see how things are playing out. Kennesaw State is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Illinois. Just another week of Conference USA football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He's going to let it go. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Well, coming out in the second half, they knew they needed to throw the ball to have success, and they have not yet found a completion here in the third quarter. This quarterback has got to be able to find a way to get himself back in rhythm.
The pull and throw off the RPO. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you can tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game, they pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
Trying to get behind the defense. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
That's just a better job by the defender. He knew he was going to get challenged in this game. He knew these receivers had speed and they were going to test him. Nice job by that DB knocking it away.
They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
Man, defensively, this is beautiful. You want them to be aggressive. You got to continue to get stops. You got the lead. Now you give the ball back to your offense again with a chance to salt this away here in the second half.
Off the play fake on first down. He throws one to the left. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolverines! No midseason concentration lapse here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is... Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after making the big catch, but not before he picks up more than 40.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Going for 6. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody.
And he loses the ball deep in his own end. The kicking team's got it, and they take the ball right back.
Hey, as a return guy, you know that you're going to get popped. You know you've got guys that have a 50-yard run at you trying to dislodge the football. You've got to do a better job of ball security.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
And I think you're seeing these guys in every offense now. These littler guys that they're so quick, it's hard to get a hand on them. Run crisp routes. You can throw it short, you can throw it long, but they're just big-time playmakers. You've definitely seen an emphasis shift towards smaller wide receivers with some serious skill.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll try to run for it. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Got it set up on the outside. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
The offense changing the play. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He'll pull it down. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
It's a little demoralizing, too, I think, if you're on defense, because it looked like you had him, right? It's 3rd down. Everybody's getting ready for a big sack. They're pinning their ears back, trying to get upfield. You just can't make the play. Quarterback's able to escape. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he did get nice yardage, so I'm curious to see what they do here on 4th.
Dances away. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Looking to throw, it's Underwood. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking. And something's a little bit off, and I like the deep shot down the field. At least it was an interception, but they got to find a way in this O to manufacture some 1st downs and some passing yards, because everything's been difficult today.
And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Fires left. He makes the catch. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. Here's the handoff. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
Touchdown, Michigan! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. He'll looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to do everything right.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Kinsey. Now adjusting. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
And the defense is good with that. Get pressure on the quarterback, get him outside the pocket. You know it's a passing situation. Play half the field now. This defense is in a good spot, and you can tell they're ready to rush this quarterback.
Gonna look downfield again. He's gonna fire deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Leaves it with the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Fourth quarter, huge lead. I'm not really sure why you need to take that kind of shot.
You don't. You definitely don't need to. You can run the clock. You can run the football. You can make sure that you're playing it safe and conservative, or you can just go for rub it in your face, eat that. You know, I don't like the other coach.
Gives it on the option. Powers through the defender. Oh, he didn't get there, and what a stop against an offense that's been magnificent on 3rd down. And how about this? They're going to send the kicker out there to try to put a thunderfoot into one. What a disappointment. No good. After the missed field goal, hey, could be worse. They're still up by 21.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Unleashes one deep. Touchdown Gators! They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
This guy is officially a...
Oh, and they blocked him. He's got it. He can take this back for 2. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Trying to set up the screen. Runs through a tackle. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
A little bit bit surprising, not going to lie. You got a big lead like this late in the game, and you're still throwing for it and being aggressive. But, hey, man, it's working. And if it's working, keep calling him, I guess.
The RPO, it's complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
They'll move the wide receiver. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Great style points on that catch, but they didn't pick up any yardage. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up at wide receiver, this dude can get open, and he can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
Leaves it with the back. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. He's got the back in the middle. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
The Wolverines will have it 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Makes the grab. And the Wolverines line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. The play action fake. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. So they'll send out the field goal unit. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. He got it. And that lead grows even bigger.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy, and because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football, and that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the fourth quarter.
It's complete on the right side.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
The Gators are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Here comes the heat. Blasted as he lets it go. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
That's a first down for the offense.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Looking to throw, it's Kinsey. Fires toward the end zone. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
And this is a tough spot for the QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart, because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies, playing the pass, maybe take the dink and dunk, let your guys make some plays, because they
makes the catch at the 20. And that is how we will wrap this one up. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.